Trick, another big weekend, because it has to be, because Jasmine DeVoe makes his hurdling debut, a horse you know well. What sort of novice hurdler do you think he could develop into this season?
Yeah, really excited to get him out. Obviously, he was Willie's 100th Cheltenham winner, so to ride that was very special. Like I said, he's not a very big horse, but he has won a point, so he's well able to jump. I imagine he's probably going to be a horse, that could maybe go out and trip. He's a point winner. But he showed a good turn of foot in the champion hurdle. So tomorrow will tell a lot. We'll see how he goes. It's hard to go to Navan and win first time out. The big fields, it's an away game for us. Gordons are normally hard to beat there. So it wouldn't be the end of the world if he was to get beat. But we'd be expecting him to be bang there, to be honest, yeah.
Another horse you know well, Il Atlantique, who rode at Cheltenham in the Grade 1 there. He goes novice chasing, first start over fences. What could he develop into this season?
Didn't really fulfill the potential we thought he had as a bumper horse, to be honest. We put a ton of hoping that might help. I do think chases would bring the best out of him because he's a horse with a high cruising speed who jumps well. And, in a chase, like I'm always saying, there's more jumps in a chase. So I think that would help him breathe, help him relax. And I think his jumping would be more an advantage. He can often be a little bit keen, and I think it'll really help him. It's 2.5 miles tomorrow. There's a lot of rain due. I'd say he'd prefer if there wasn't a huge amount of rain. Just to keep the ground on the slow side of good would be perfect for him, but we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up maybe coming back and trip throughout the year. But again, tomorrow will tell us a lot. It's a learning curve.
Talking about learning things, Sunday we've got Energumene back, which is wonderful in the hilly way. What can we expect from him as he returns from such an absence?
Yeah, it's fantastic to finally get him back. We've been crossing our fingers and holding our breath all autumn, early winter that nothing's going to go wrong. It's not easy. He's 10 going 11. He's a big, heavy horse. Those horses are often very hard to get back. But look, this is the perfect place to start him. It's going to be soft ground. It's a fantastic prize Bar One Racing have put up in Cork, €100,000. So it's a Grade 1 in all bar name, really. He's ready to start. But look, obviously he's going to need the cobwebs to get blown away. He's an older horse coming from a year off on injuries. But Paul has chosen him, and I think obviously the rest of our horses there are coming back, having their first run also. Banbridge has to give him £10. It looks a fantastic opportunity for him to get back on the ladder.
It's a line on Ferny Hollow is one of those other runners. A horse who's been fragile in recent years. It must be great to get him back too at this time of the year.
Yeah, well, I think if we were holding our breath for Ferny Hollow, we'd have expired a long time ago. So. He's got a huge engine. He's got so much ability. And since we put the hood on him, he's been a very tractable ride. The hood really transformed him. I won his beginner's chase on him back in the day. Allaho won the John Durkin. And obviously rolling his bumpers. It's not easy for him. He only had one hurdle run. He's had 3 chase runs. So, he doesn't have a huge amount of experience. But again, it's going to be soft ground. He has to give £3 to Energumene because he won a Grade 3 last year. But again, it's a perfect starting point. He's done as much work as we can, but with these fragile horses, you're maybe doing slightly less with them than you are with the horses that are sounders. So there's always that in the back of your head. But natural ability should get him a long way. And he's only 9 years younger than Energumene. I think it's going to be a fascinating race. I think it's as good a race as we've seen over any of the last couple of weekends. These are proper Grade 1 horses, and they're competing for a proper prize. There'll be no holes barred.